The stages of a twin flame connection. We will address the extended explanation of each of the stages later. Recognition of souls. At this stage, the magic happens. It is when you really realize that what happens between you feels like it was not out of this world. The souls recognize each other from a subconscious level. This does not happen immediately, or what is known as love at first sight. There is a period of time for souls to recognize each other in their entirety. It varies from a few months to a couple of years. But the first feeling is that they are very similar and can spend the time that seems to stop, chatting and exchanging glances. Time does not exist for both. There is a recognition at a subconscious energetic level. Deep fall in love. Here love becomes too strong and the need to always be with the other party is uncontrollable, but this is exactly the same on both sides of the coin. There may be some fear on one side, but the need exists and it has to be noticed. In this stage, limiting beliefs such as age, religion, sexual gender, even existing commitments that may be had with other people are forgotten. Communication becomes very deep and phrases dictated by the soul begin to emerge. In this stage they become the inseparable souls. The darkness looks. Later or during the process of falling in love with souls, darkness begins to appear. The love is great but the discomforts begin to break the relationship. The rehearsals of separation begin, arguments, disagreements, breakups and reconciliations, temporary absences, escapes or ghosting of either party. The fears and childhood wounds that we have and have not realized are beginning to be reflected. But strange, paranormal things also begin to happen that we usually do not realize in that period of time or we take them as coincidences. Nothing to worry about, all of that will come out later and we will remember it. The flight, the dynamic of the runner begins. After some rehearsals of back and forth, one of the two no longer returns. He leaves without stopping to even think about what he is doing, leaving the other party devastated and with endless questions and blame. It is a very painful time. Where uncertainty practically tears us to pieces, the soul is completely destroyed. There is no consolation and no explanation can be found for what happened. Only the world falls apart before our helpless eyes and the soul touches hell for the first time. Hear the phrase, "My soul is torn." It becomes our reality. The dark night of the soul. The most painful stage of all. Here you are in 1,000 pieces, without finding a way out, an answer, crying in every corner, with pain in your chest, without being able to sleep, without knowing what to do. Sometimes even your favorite place is gone. Full of pests, fleas, cockroaches, mosquitoes, worms, bad odors or anything unpleasant without finding any explanation. It is here at this stage where tarot readings become obsessive and uncontrollable. You just want to find an answer. Living sometimes becomes unbearable. If you are in this situation, I will tell you something. You are the feminine energy. It does not matter what sex you are, you will understand it later. Here numerical synchronies appear without explanation to such a degree that we doubt our sanity. You can hear them calling your name or close your eyes and see images of eyes in your mind or dreams. See things that do not exist. That's what you think. Hear voices in unknown languages. You will doubt your sanity. The light appears. Within the dark night, strange, inexplicable, paranormal things begin to happen. You do not understand them because you are suffering in the pain of loss, but they will continue to show themselves until you realize it. They are your spiritual guides that will lead you to find the answers. What you need to give your soul a little peace, even if you have never heard of this in your life. Little by little they will lead you by the hand to discover that you are in a twin flame connection. You begin to notice how in an inexplicable way you experience small manifestations of your thoughts. You begin to feel the energies of people, things. Without realizing it, you know that you can understand the tarot. You begin to say things without thinking that you did not know. They show you things in dreams, past lives, other worlds. The guides' messages become present. The synchronies continue. Spiritual awakening. You realize that these synchronies have a meaning and appear in specific situations to give you an answer. You accept and understand that you are a twin flame and you begin to question your soul mission. Your vibration is rising. The manifestations become more frequent. It begins a need from deep inside to heal yourself, although here you still do not understand how you have to do it. Your guides will put the necessary people on your path to help you or teach you how to heal yourself. Your thoughts change, the way you see life changes, you realize that you stopped being the same person you were. Little by little you will find the peace that was stolen from you. Here you begin to understand the true magic of all this. You are a twin flame. The most difficult stage or times of this path, here you have to do only one thing that is said to be so simple and costs too much work. Let go and trust. Let go of all kinds of expectations of the connection and trust that it is a path totally guided by beings of light. And why the most difficult? Because the ego plays an important role. The ego will lead you to cling to the past, to a connection that does not exist, and you will return to the beginning of everything again and again, until only the tiredness of living in a loop will lead you to free yourself from that attachment to the past, to that much desired union. The ego will lead you to want to control a non-existent return. Your ego will lead you to see that living with some crumbs of the past are enough and will keep you there for a long time, until based on pure discernment you understand that there is only one thing to do: let go and trust.
Thank you for staying until the end of the video, and don't forget to give me a like, activate the bell and subscribe if you liked the video and found it useful.